federal pay freeze. In a letter to lawmakers, President Trump says he is scrapping the automatic 2.1% pay increase for federal employees next year, declaring it as an emergency and unsustainable budget increase. The letter reads in part, quote, "We must maintain efforts to put our nation on a fiscally sustainable course, and federal agency budgets cannot sustain such increases." Congress does hold the power to overrule this decision. Joining me now is the congressman from Kansas, Roger Marshall, a member of the House Small Business Committee. Congressman, good to see you. What do you make of this, and do you think that this is the right move by the president in terms of these federal civilian employee raises?
You know, absolutely. I think this president is doing what every businessman would do when he comes in and takes over a business that's distressed. You try to decrease your outflow of money, and right now we have more outflow than inflow. So until this economy catches up, and it's doing incredible, the GDP is growing, more jobs are being created, wages are growing, but it's going to take a little while for that influx of money into the federal government. So this is what every business person would do, is just we're going to freeze wages, we're going to freeze hiring. So I think it's brilliant.
But let's talk about the money flowing out. That's because of Congress in large part. Let's talk about that gigantic omnibus spending bill that was passed by both the House and the Senate earlier this year, that we boosted federal spending by $300 billion in 2018 and 2019. And so blowing out the budget and taking these annual budget deficits back to $1 trillion annually, that's on the shoulders of Republicans. And so now you're going to, I'm playing devil's advocate, but now you're going to not give people a raise and act like it's not your problem and not your fault.
Well, certainly we will take ownership and responsibility. If there was any way we could have financed, given the military the raise that they needed without swallowing all the other social programs, we would have been happy to do that. But there is good news. I think we have about 9 buckets of money, 9 of the 12 taken care of by the Senate now. Last year, the House took care of all those buckets one at a time, but the Senate was unable to do it. So I do think we're going to look a little bit better this year. But you're absolutely right. We have to go on a diet in this country, and we have to figure out where we're going to stop spending so much money. You can look at health care. Right now, the federal government's spending 28% of their budget on health care. We have to figure out a way to start driving down the cost of health care. We have to figure out ways to get people from welfare to work. All those things are the first steps in addressing this financial crisis.
Congress, a couple questions for you. Richard Fowler here. Are you in favor of the farm bailout for $12 billion?
Oh, the mediation money, yeah, absolutely.
So
no one's been hurt more than anybody else for
you're
agriculture.
in favor of the farm bill bailout, which was created because of bad trade policy, but you're against raising the wages for COLA, which is just cost of living for air traffic controllers and meat inspectors and people that make sure that our food is safe.
Yeah, absolutely. So the federal government is responsible for this bad policy. Agriculture has bore the brunt of this spear right in the middle of their back. We have farmers that are going to go out of business because of this.
Policy,
the trade.
Who created the trade? The reason why there's a farm bailout is because of irresponsible tariffs, correct?
I think that's pretty simplistic, and you're looking at a little silo here. I think that if you would look at agriculture, all of our trade policy the past 20 years has been flawed. We think that there's some short-term pain for long-term gain here. I think you're looking pretty short-sighted. So the tariffs were the only way the president could get these other countries to come, and it's amazing. My farmers are the greatest patriots in the world. They are emboldened. They're dug in here with this president, but they needed some relief. They needed some monies to be able to plant next year's crops. We need some short-term help. So this problem certainly was created by 20 years, 30 years of flawed trade policy. This president's not going to keep kicking all these problems down the road. He's willing to address it. This NAFTA agreement is genius. What he has going on down there, what Lighthizer put together, as I look through this will be a gold template for the next 20 years. It's updated. It takes into account intellectual property issues. It's going to bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States. So we're going in the right direction.
We're waiting for that Canada deal to get done, but Kat Timpf actually loves the idea of not giving people a raise.
I do. Being conservative is supposed to be about being fiscally conservative, so I absolutely love the idea of not doing the pay increases. I think it's great that we're finally doing something to save money. However, I also think a way to save money would be to not have to bail out farmers. The tariffs, I completely disagree with. I think it's very interesting that now tariffs and getting more involved in it has been a conservative position, which normally getting out of trade has been a conservative position. So it seems like it's kind of flipped a little bit to see all these conservatives going for tariffs when normally that'd be something that Democrats would support.
And Congressman, if we move ahead with this additional $200 billion in Chinese imports into this country, if we move ahead with this additional tariff on that amount of goods next week, I think it's safe to say that we could expect retaliation from China, retaliatory act. So my question is, what is the next industry that gets a bailout from the federal government because of this trade fight that we've gotten into? It's the farmers first, but there are going to be a lot more people lining up. As we've seen in history with bailouts and corporate welfare, the farmers were first. Who's next? And would you stand by that industry and giving them money from the government?
Look, I think we need to realize that our two major export countries that we export to are Canada and Mexico. We don't export half as much to China as we do those other two countries. Let's keep looking at the long-term picture. Let's get NAFTA finished up. If we can get NAFTA finished up and a farm bill done, that's going to give my farmers a great deal of certainty. There's some other things the president can do with helping agriculture. He can approve E15 year-round. So there are some other things that we can do besides just this short-term bailout. But certainly agriculture is always bears the brunt of all these trade agreements and all the tariffs. You need to realize, too, that the president's ultimate goal is zero tariffs. So we will get there, but there's going to be some short-term pain. There's no other way to get there. China refuses to negotiate in good faith. They steal $500 billion of intellectual property from us every year. This is the right direction. It is some short-term pain, but we're going to make it through it.
I want to move on to your op-ed. You wrote one for Fox News recently titled, Ocasio-Cortez's message should be welcomed by the GOP for these reasons. You lay out your approach to suppressing the rise of Democratic socialists. The midterms 67 days away. Can the Republicans keep control of the House this fall?
You know, absolutely, and Ms. Ocasio-Cortez is definitely helping us. When she recently came to Kansas, and Kansas heard her socialistic policies of government-controlled health care, abolishing ICE, raising your taxes, our numbers are starting to go way up, just not in Kansas, but across the country. I think when people stop and listen how horrible these socialistic plans are, that they say, oh my gosh, she's threatening our safety and our security. She's going to take away my health care I get through my employer. She's going to end Medicare as we know it. She's going to take away choices and just basically destroy our country as we know it.